this is a WordPress website, by the way, and he wants to get business. So it's okay for him to get a domain name called Charlie Bear because that's his portfolio. I have Sheena Gogarty as my portfolio. It doesn't get me extra business, but it just establishes me as a person of what my services are. So sometimes you could start with your own name as a portfolio and then move on to more specialised websites. Here's another one. The brand is One Stop Shop, but look at his URL, Fitted Kitchens, because that's what people Google. This lady here, she's a Janet, she does shop needs now. She would have bought both. She would have Janet Country's Fire as a secondary domain name pointing to Irish food producer. She's after the American market and she knows, we do research on this, that's one of the things Americans Google for. This is a typical guy who's, there's no point getting him Lyme's Works because nobody's going to Google that, but it's a lime plaster. And there's only 4 or 5 lime plasters in Ireland, so he's up first all the time. So the more specialised you are in your service and the more precise, the better. So I want you, just before we go on to this few steps, I want to give you a handout of step 1 and 2. Now, there's no need to read these, but these are really for you to only get back later. If you want to build your own website, you just have to go through these steps. So hand those two out. Now, what I want you to think about is a good domain name for your own business, your own training. And we'll come back to it later. So just be thinking about that while we go through the notes. So, this is kind of a complicated slide, but I want to get across to you the way a website works. So, most people when they go into develop a website, they can go into these platforms that allow them to build websites. You can go into 101 and build a website there. WordPress has 2 types of platforms. It's free as well, WordPress.com and all these. These are free platforms, but you're logging into their cloud. And that's important to know because you are not in control. Your content is sent to them. So here, the idea of having your own domain name hosting package is that you end up with your bit of cloud. The software, which is free by the way, it's open source software, it doesn't cost any money, can be uploaded to your cloud, so now you're in control. So as a developer, if I did that for my client, they have their own domain name and their own hosting package, and I go to Australia in the morning, they're in control. They own the whole system. And I'm passionate about this because I have gone through so many websites where I said, well, there's a problem. I had a guy with windows and doors, and Viagra links were through it, but his whole website was hacked. We couldn't get the website because the developer had gone to Australia. And he had no control panel. And in fact, it was built on the other person's platform. And it took 6 months to sort out. So it's very important to get stage 1 and 2 done by your own selves if you want to have success. And also, it will be more cost effective in the end. So I'm just showing you that what's happening here is the software is uploaded to your cloud, and then you start building a website. The website is built in the cloud. So I thought we'd take an example. And the example here is aviation security training. So there's a few of you might be interested. I thought I'd take a sample of something in the classroom. So basically I Googled it, and it's quite interesting. You wouldn't think it. There's a lot of people spending money on advertising here. Look, right down the edge and right down the other side. So it's obviously a very interesting and needed service. But you don't have much competition. You've got air cargo security. So I decided, well, if I was looking for aviation security training, let's see what happens. So I took that domain name, checked it on, see what the competition was like. And then we go on to the next stage, and we go into a hosting company. Now, Let's Host is just an example of a hosting. It's an Irish hosting company. They sell domain names and they sell hosting packages. Black Knight is another one. Irish Domain is another one. I'm saying those because I know they're very good hosting companies and you can get on the phone if you've got any problems. GoDaddy 365, there's loads of them. They're not as good because you don't have that. You can't get a technical team if you've got any issues. So I would recommend going for an Irish company. So this is an Irish company, Let's Host. So when you Google them, they automatically give you this box that you can then search for the domain name you want. So if you're watching services training, you just Google it in, .ie, and it tells you if it's available. So this is the process you'd go through. You'd find out the name, and then it says available. When you press order now, you can see there it's €9. You see there? A year later it's €20, by the way. They want your business, so they're giving it to you a bit cheaper. You can also do a bulk search. So if you have a choice of different ones, so you want to see a bulk search, there's this bulk search button, and you can decide which one you want then. You can see what's available and what isn't. Then you're given this other process as you go to orders, and you see there no hosting. Click here to add, so you press that. I'm just bringing you to the pattern. I know I'm kind of going a bit too fast here, but I just want to tell you that on the slides and on the training site you'll be able to do that. They're trying to sell you the business package, because obviously it's much more expensive when they get more business, but this is basically all you need is a shared hosting package. Keep a note of that Linux, that's this platform that it's built on. So a hosting package will cost you €50. And a hosting package, this is the important bit, you can have 20 websites on one hosting package. So if you want to add websites, you can. And a domain name too. So basically it's costing you €70 a year. If you looked after it yourself, that's all it's costing you. This is just showing you that when you go through the order, what they're trying to sell you the top price. This is the one you want. Complete, see this in here? Complete hosting. And that's the process. And as you go through it, there's one little more point, is that you're asked, at one stage, here we are, you're asked your business, COR, see that there? Registered business number. You don't have to one. You don't have to be a limited company. You don't have to be a sole trader. I had a tattoo artist, and he had no sole trader. He just had to prove that he was a tattoo artist. I suggest he photographed his body, etc. But all you need to do is have a passport, a copy of a passport, utility bill, and a note-held paper proving that you're in that training service. Once you can prove it, you can get it. .IEs is a bit tricky. It takes a few days, takes a few weeks, but it is worth it in the long run to go through this process. You don't have your ORBN number, you just put in a comment saying I'm setting up this business, I need this domain because of. That's all you have to do. So that's really those two steps, and on the website, start a website, I go through those steps. So if you're interested in buying a website, if you get those two steps right, the next part is not as difficult. So I just want to bring you through the last two steps, which I'm not going to go through, but I want to bring you out the notes for it. And there, that's just an idea of the price of the package. So has anyone got any questions there? Are they clear what you have to the process?
Curiosity, you said if you click on the ad, who pays the euro? The client, obviously.
The client, you do.
Yeah. So if it's my site and you click on me, that's the euro.
Yeah, you pay the euro.
Okay.
So you set up in Google AdWords, an AdWords campaign. Now step 3 and 4, I just want to, this is the most important thing, I want you to write this down. And really it is just saying, once you have those two processes done, you've got a hosting package and you've got a control panel. And on this website, startwebsite.ie, it tells you what to do next. You can install the software. Now WordPress software, it's a free open source, it's free. And within your control panel, you can install it there. It's all in the notes on the website.
Time.
Okay, so I just want you to make sure that if you get a developer, €500 max is what you should be paying for a website. And basically, the presentation I've just done, you can download it from my website, Train the Trainer. This is on the menu, and the password is shorting. I thought you'd like that. And in there is the presentation I've just done. Just to finish off, I hope you could do my questionnaire for me, just so I know what IT skills, a questionnaire on that, and also my evaluation, if you could fill that out for me. Thank you very much for listening.